Welcome to the Seekers Academy. My name is Bastianela. I'm the founder of this academy, and I founded this academy with you, the dedicated seeker, in mind, to take the struggle and the confusion out of your journey, to create a clear, structured pathway for self-realization for you. If you're new here, welcome. And if you're coming back, thank you for sharing this space with me. Today we're going to talk about the truth about the awakening process. And that truth is that you need a system. So we're going to go deeper into this topic today. And I have an article for this because I wanted to get down everything that came to mind to help you understand why you actually do need a system. Even though awakening or self-realization is about deconditioning, is about complete freedom, is about flowing with your intuition, a system is gonna help you cut through the noise and also find your way out of the intricate jungle of mental and emotional patterns that are often layers of conditioning that stand in the way of us seeing the truth. So here it is. Have you ever felt like you're wandering through a vast, uncharted wilderness on your spiritual path? Moments of clarity followed by long stretches of confusion? You're not alone. The truth is, spiritual awakening or self-realization isn't just about profound realizations or peak experiences. It's about integration, clarity, and consistency. And for that, you need a system. For many spiritual seekers, the journey begins with a spark, an experience, a moment of insight, or a deep longing for something more. But as time goes on, the path becomes less clear. You start reading countless books, attending retreats, jumping from one teaching to another, and yet the deeper peace and stability you long for seem just out of reach. Can you relate? Why? Because insight without integration leads to fragmentation. Without a clear system, you're left trying to assemble scattered puzzle pieces without the picture on the box. Spiritual awakening is often described as this mysterious, spontaneous event, a sudden explosion of insight or a blissful state that transforms your life forever. But the truth is, awakening isn't about peak experiences. It's about grounding those glimpses of your true nature into your everyday life. And to do that, you need a system. Without a system, awakening can feel like trying to assemble a puzzle without knowing how the picture looks like, as I said. Just think about it. Most of the spiritual seekers are gathering information from so many places, trying to piece them together without actually having a clue what are the essential elements that are needed, that are necessary and sufficient for a successful self-realization pathway or journey. Insights come, but they fade. Emotional wounds linger, and the peace you're seeking remains out of reach. So, why a system is essential? Awakening isn't a one-time event or a sudden blissful transformation. It's a journey. And like every journey, it needs a map and a compass. Here are 4 reasons why having a system is vital. 1. Clarity amidst overwhelm. With endless teachings and methods out there, a system cuts through the noise, giving you clear direction tailored to your unique path. And also, when you feel overwhelmed by your day-to-day challenges, stresses, emotional triggers, you have a system to go to know how to go back to the peace of your own being. 2. Consistency over time. Profound insights are powerful but fleeting without regular application. A system keeps you anchored even when life gets chaotic. And that's absolutely priceless, right? 3. Avoiding pitfalls. The spiritual path is full of common traps. Spiritual bypassing, chasing experiences, or endless intellectualizing. A system helps you navigate this with awareness. 4. Integration into daily life. Awakening isn't about what happens during meditation. It's about transforming your everyday life. A system bridges the gap between deep realization and a real-world living by grounding your self-realization in your day-to-day life. That is the gap that most spiritual seekers suffer. When I say system, I am not talking about rigid rules or dogma. I mean a framework that simplifies the path, removes the struggle, and supports your journey. So, what does a good system look like? Because this is very important to understand. What do you actually need that is necessary and sufficient to have a successful journey, an effective, efficient self-realization process where you see results fast and progressively? I think that's what all of you need, all of you crave, right? You crave that science, that knowledge of how to ground your self-realization into your day-to-day life seamlessly as a process of deepening your sense of self as infinite awareness in your day-to-day living. So what does a great system look like? A great system will help you to recognize where you're on the path. So first of all, a map. You need to know the stages and how to recognize them in your experience so that you can understand where you're at. Second, a very good process or methodology that helps you heal emotional wounds with mastery. That is also called integration in our 4-pillar compass. 3, you need to know how to become more and more familiar with your own true self, with yourself as infinite awareness. That is a tricky one, because we've been living our lives with this idea and belief that we are separate, that we are limited, that we are disconnected. So we need to have a system, we need to have a know-how when it comes to becoming familiar with your sense as infinite awareness or consciousness or beingness, whatever we want to call it. We need a system. It doesn't work only by intuition, only because of the thick layers of conditioning, mental and emotional conditioning that we have. That is what you can say stands in our way. Otherwise, we don't need to practice being ourselves. We are always being ourselves. Only we overlook our true, real nature, which is infinite, eternal awareness. And number 4 is a way to stabilize and ground your realization in your day-to-day life. You need to know how to do that in order to achieve that. It is a science to it. There is a practice, an effective practice to it. And I call that mastery. So you need map, method, integration, mastery. And this is the 4-pillar compass that stands as a baseline, as a core for each programs that we are offering. So this system works because awakening is not a fleeting experience. It's about transforming how you show up in your relationships, in your work, in your day-to-day life, and most importantly, in your quietest moments. My journey through awakening, I've been talking about this for so many times, but it's important because that is what taught me that there can be a system that is going to grant me an effective journey on my self-realization path. I remember when I was deep in my own search for awakening, I had moments of clarity, glimpses of peace, but they were quite rare. I was focusing so hard on the practices, the meditations, that when I didn't achieve those deep states in meditation, I felt just so frustrated. But definitely I was focused on the doing, and that is exactly what stood in the way of me reaching those levels of peace that I was craving and that I was pursuing through these practices. So I had moments of clarity and glimpses of peace, but they would fade, right? And I had no idea how to ground them in my everyday life, to make them my default. And I'd find myself right back where I started, confused, overwhelmed, and wondering what I was missing. It wasn't until I found a clear structure, a framework that addressed not just my insights, but how to live with them. That is when everything changed. Now, I did not find this structure or framework somewhere. It came from my own understanding and looking in hindsight on my own process, that I understood what were the necessary and sufficient elements that I actually needed in order to go through my realization process in an empowered way, where I felt I had everything that I needed to know and every tool that I needed to go about my realization process in a way that felt empowering. I felt confident about. I had that peace of knowing I'm on the right path. I'm on the direct path, which is, again, a very important point. And I have everything that I need to deal with whatever comes up to really deepen my self-realization in the most effective way. And if this is something you want for yourself, stick around, because I'm going to tell you how you can get this. That is why I actually created the Seeker's Academy, to offer the dedicated seeker this 4-pillar compass, this incredibly effective framework that is going to take the struggle and confusion out of your self-realization pathway. If you truly want the best experience for your self-realization, you must equip yourself with the best tools, the clearest understanding, and the simplest, most direct guidance and framework to succeed effectively and make real, palpable progress in grounding your awakening in your day-to-day life. Clarity is absolutely key to eliminate the struggle and the suffering that is not necessary on the self-realization pathway. So, ask yourself, are you collecting insights without knowing how to actually integrate them? Are you feeling lost on your path? Does your awakening journey feel scattered and ungrounded? If your answer is yes, know this: it is not from your lack of commitment. It is not from your lack of dedication. You simply need a clear system to guide you on the direct path. And that's exactly what I am here to share with you. So your next step, at the Seeker's Academy, we've created a framework that brings clarity and simplicity to your self-realization or awakening journey. Our 9-month program, Seeker's Mastery, which is our deep dive throughout the year, begins on February 4. There's still time to sign up before the end of this month. If you're ready to engage deeply and follow the clearest pathway for your self-realization process. The link to sign up is in the description box below this video. We've also launched the Seeker's Compass, the Academy's podcast on Spotify, where you'll find eye-opening insights on awakening and navigating your spiritual journey. Also, link in the description below. If you'd like more information, send us an email and we'll schedule a call to connect if you want to sign up for Seeker's Mastery starting on February the 4th. Together, let's simplify the path and bring clarity and efficiency to your journey. Get the struggle and the confusion out so that you can glide easily through your self-realization journey. Thank you for being here, and I'll see you in the next video.